You know how your favorite streaming service seems to know exactly what movie you're in the mood for, or how an ad for something you were just thinking about suddenly pops up in your feed? Well, that's not magic, and it's not a coincidence. It's artificial intelligence, and today, we're going to break down exactly how AI is completely changing the game for marketing.
So, let's just get right to it with the big question. Are actual robots writing the ads you see every single day? Is some super smart algorithm just deciding everything? Well, the answer is kinda yes and no. And trust me, the real story is way more interesting than you'd think.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down what AI marketing even is. Then, we'll look at how it creates a unique experience just for you. We're going to dive into its spooky ability to predict what you'll do next, see how it's becoming a creative partner, and wrap up with a look at the future and the really important ethical questions. Okay, first things first. Let's cut through all the hype, all the jargon, and figure out what we're really talking about when we say AI marketing. You know, at its heart, AI marketing is like a detective with superpowers. It digs through these huge mountains of data. We're talking every click, every purchase, every single like, to find hidden clues and patterns. But here's the cool part. It doesn't just look at the past. Its real job is to use those clues to guess what you're going to do next, making your whole online experience feel like it was built just for you. And that ability to guess what's next leads us straight to AI's first real superpower: personalization, but on a massive, massive scale. I mean, the idea here is pretty revolutionary. What if, instead of having one single online store for millions of people, you could build a unique, custom-made store for every single person? And here's why that's such a big deal. Think about the classic problem in marketing, right? A business might have thousands, maybe millions of customers. There's just no way a human team could ever have a real, one-on-one conversation with every single person. It's physically impossible. This slide just nails the difference. Over on the left, you've got the old-school megaphone approach. You know, one single message, just blast it out to a giant faceless crowd. But on the right, that's the AI way. It's a smart, targeted conversation that delivers exactly the right thing to the right person at exactly the right time. So how does this actually happen? Well, you can think of it like a digital personal shopper. First, it just watches and learns. It collects data on how you behave, what you click on, what you buy, what you watch. Then the AI brain analyzes all that info, finds the patterns, and gets a sense of your unique tastes. And finally, it delivers, hitting you with perfectly tailored recommendations. This is the engine behind literally every recommended for you section you've ever seen.
Okay, understanding what you like now is one thing. That's powerful. But what if a system could predict what you're going to want next week? That's where AI marketing goes from just being smart to feeling, well, a little bit psychic. This is all about the power of prediction.
The engine that powers all this is called predictive analytics. And it's basically what it sounds like: a forecasting tool for human behavior. By looking at everything a customer has done before, the AI makes a really educated guess about what they'll do in the future. Are they about to buy something else? Are they about to cancel their subscription? The AI tries to answer these questions before they even happen. And this isn't just some cool tech trick. It has a huge impact on us. Get this. A staggering 76% of people, that's more than 3 out of every 4 of us, say we're more likely to buy from a brand that actually personalizes the experience. I mean, it makes sense, right? When a company seems to get you, you start to trust them. And for businesses, that trust translates directly into dollars and cents. This chart shows something called customer lifetime value, basically how much a customer is worth to a company over the long haul. And as you can clearly see, when predictive AI is in the mix, anticipating needs, creating a better experience, that value doesn't just go up a little bit, it grows a lot. It's the difference between a one-time purchase and a loyal customer who sticks around for years. Okay, so AI can understand you, it can predict what you're going to do, but its third superpower is that it can actually do stuff. It can take action. And this is where we see AI becoming this incredibly powerful co-pilot for creative marketing teams. Think about all the repetitive, time-consuming tasks in marketing. AI is perfect for that stuff. It can schedule out all your social media posts, handle the crazy complex world of ad bidding, and even write hundreds of different ad headlines in seconds, just to see which one works best. This doesn't replace the human marketer. It frees them up to focus on what we do best: thinking big, strategy, and pure creativity. And the difference in speed and efficiency is it's mind-blowing. I mean, look at this breakdown. A human might spend an entire work week, 40 hours, just trying to sort 1 million customers into different groups, and AI can do it in 2 minutes. Analyzing all the data from a campaign, what takes a person a full day, the machine does in 30 seconds. The scale and speed are just on another planet.
So we've covered what AI marketing is and what it can do right now. But the big question is, where is all this going? And maybe more importantly, what are the ethical guardrails we need to be thinking about?
This timeline shows just how fast things are evolving. We started with really simple rule-based stuff. If this happens, then do that. Right now, we're living in the age of predictive personalization. But the future is pointing towards something called hyper-personalization. Imagine landing on a website where the layout, the pictures, even the words are all generated on the spot just for you. That's where we're headed.
But of course, all of this incredible power comes with a huge, huge catch. It's all built on our personal data. And that brings us to maybe the most important challenge of all, responsibility. How do we make sure this data is used ethically? How do we protect people's privacy and be transparent about what we're doing? These are the massive questions we have to get right as this tech grows up.
So as we wrap up, if you remember nothing else, let's just lock in these 3 key takeaways. First, weirdly enough, the goal of all this tech is to make marketing feel more personal, not more robotic. Second, its real magic is in predicting what we need to make our experience genuinely better. And finally, AI isn't here to replace human creativity. It's here to amplify it by taking care of the boring stuff so we can focus on the brilliant stuff.
And that leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. As these AI systems get smarter and more capable, where does human creativity fit in? Where does that strategic spark, that emotional connection, that truly new idea come from? That, right there, is the big question that marketers, and really all of us, are going to be figuring out in the years to come.